What is Bigfoot? A myth? A legend? A hoax? Or a real flesh and blood creature? What about the reported sightings of Bigfoot? They can't all be misidentified animals. And how is it that most Native American cultures have stories about Bigfoot? After 2 separate sightings of a Bigfoot type creature, I needed answers. I have now been researching Bigfoot for over 15 years, and I feel that my journey has just begun. Alright, it's 2:15 in the afternoon here on Saturday, and we are kayaking to our campsite. We are loaded down with all kind of stuff. A lot of it we won't even be using tonight, I'm pretty sure, but better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it, I reckon. But we will be slimming down what we carry from now on out. One thing about it is when you're kayaking, you can be as quiet as you want to be, and just coming around a curve opens up all the opportunities of actually catching some wildlife out here doing what they do when they don't think no one's around. And now we've got an airplane flying around somewhere. I can hear him buzzing, but I can't see him yet. But just imagine coming around a curve and seeing a deer or something like that standing on the side drinking water. I've seen it several times. It's pretty awesome. Okay, we have made it. We have made it to the campsite, and we've unloaded the kayaks. And this is what we had on them. Let me get this right. Yeah, we had quite a bit on the kayaks. We finally got them unloaded, and now we're gonna see about getting us something to eat and then set up camp. I think I'd much rather set up camp on a full stomach than an empty one. So we're fixing to do that. All right, we've gotten us something to eat, rested a few minutes, let the food catch up with our body. Now we're finishing up the campsite. April's putting together our little cots because I'm getting too old to sleep on the ground. Should have brought the jungle hammocks, but we really wanted to try out this tent. So a tent and cots. It's what we're going to be using tonight. All right, everybody, the campsite is set up. We got our tent right here. And I got April doing some stuff for me. A couple of chairs, backpacks hanged up with care. Got a tarp right here that I haven't put up yet, but right there's the toilet, the latrine, the pooper. So that's enough said about that. Guaranteed. All right, we got all 4 trail cameras set out right around the perimeter of our campsite. And as we was putting out the last trail camera, we heard a squeal, and sounds like we got some wild boar around here. So that might be interesting later on tonight. Camp's been set up. We are put out the trail cameras. We've walked around a little bit, checked the area. Now we want to kayak around the creek area itself and see if we see anything on the banks. So that's what we're fixing to do. Okay. Just gonna walk up this way and see what I see. Hope I don't make a mistake. Okay, we got trails all up in here. Whew. Oh Lord. Look where things have been laying down in this. Oh, blow flies. Wait a minute, vines. And something has been laying all up in here. Of course, that's probably deer. Yeah. I really don't see the swampy area. There goes a duck. Two duck. Got another limb right up here that's been broke off. I wonder if I can get on down through here without. I did not bring my snake chaps. So I've got to be very careful. Ooh, what a here. A tree limb. Okay. Question is, where's the tree? That tree limb has got no tree with it. Now that's a little bit suspicious to me. Unless there's beaver in the area. And I really haven't seen no sign of beaver. Unless they're the ones making all these little trails through here. Whoops. Yeah. Man, there's a big bullfrog hollering over there. And there's water. I'm in a marshy area. So I may be coming out of here pretty soon. And just like that, there's another tree that don't have a tree limb that don't have a matching tree with it. Okay, we're back in the marsh. We're not far. Let me tell you, that's some big bullfrog hollering. I think I'm gonna try this from the other side. Sort of like go back to camp and see if I can't walk to the marsh on the shoreline, or not on the shoreline, but go up a little piece into the land and see if I can't find it, because this is getting too hard to navigate without proper attire on. Okay, let's go around this. Now something just knocked all these trees down. I haven't seen really any sign of beaver to say that them limbs over there were from a beaver. But they definitely wasn't from a tree that was right there with it, so it didn't fall out of the tree right there. Okay, it's done and gotten dark on us now, and we're sitting here watching the fire, listening to the sounds of the woods out here. We've heard a few coyotes. I did take the spotlight and shine it out there one time, and I got green eye shine, so It's probably a feral cat or maybe even a bobcat, but there ain't really been a whole lot happening out here. We've heard a couple of coyotes, like I said, and then earlier tonight when we were setting out the trail cameras, we heard one hog. But we're setting up we're getting some coffee right now. Dark as it can be. Ain't nothing happening yet. Well, ago I saw eye shine from something that looked like a cat, so what is that? We are basically just walking through here right now. Right. So they're out shooting carp. I think that's one way to kill a weekend. You're going to get up into some shallow areas though. Hope they don't get stuck with that motor. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm watching I'm using their lights to look out across through there. This is the kind of people who send me reports saying, I saw a Bigfoot. So, yeah. They got stuck on a rock, but they're good. So, like I said, I think I'm fixing to change into my let's go to sleep clothes and pray that it ain't too hot to sleep in a tent tonight. Okay, I'm fixing to go take that walk around that I talked about last night. See if I can't find some stuff. And while I'm doing that, April has decided she is going to go ahead and break up camp while it's still cool. And I made the executive decision to listen to her and get out of here while I can. We definitely have signs of beaver around here now. We know they're out here. So a lot of that splashing we heard last night could have been beaver tails into the water. They like to splash. But we've definitely got beavers, and I think I found, yep, I found it. The little pond thing that I was talking about yesterday that I tried to get to with no avail. But yep, I found it now. Earlier this morning at the campsite, I could hear geese. Oh, big old frogs all over the place. Yeah, this is not as big as I thought it was going to be. I knew there was one out here. You just looked it. So I might actually put my trail cameras out here on a different time. As it stands right now, we are about a mile from where I had my second sighting. So for Bigfoot to be in this area, right up in here. It's not a far stretch. When the Bigfoot are in this area, this big area, what they do is they'll hunker down in a few places and then just slowly move on. It's not like they stay in one little area and then pack up and move another 10 miles out of the way. Well, they just sort of ease around. They just may move a little bit a day, just far enough so that the food and all that's plentiful again. So they may, they may bed down in one spot tonight, and the next day they may only be a quarter mile from where they were. We're taking up the cameras. As soon as the cameras are all collected, we're going to fix us a little something to eat, then clean up the campsite and head out. Now I've got the kayaks loaded and ready to go. And we'll come. I'll at least be back here. I may have to do a couple of solos over here, but this is not the last time I've been going to be at this place. So, although there was no Bigfoot tonight or last night, I know they are in this area because we're less than a mile from where I had my first sighting, less than a mile and a quarter away from both of my sightings. So I know they're in this area, and there's other things to check out on this little creek. So that'll be for another video. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe.
And tell your friends.
Also find us on Facebook, Alabama Georgia Bigfoot Research Group.